tonight, it's an equally revelatory interview with Vicky, who opens up about the pressures of appearing in the TV series Geordie Shore.
Vicky, would you like to come up and have a chat to us?
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Are you okay?
I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm all right. Can I take your shoes off?
You can take your shoes off if you like. Are you enjoying yourself in here?
I am, thank you, yeah.
I lost 10 kilos in here last year. You've had a famous battle with your weight.
Yes.
Tell us about how heavy you were at your heaviest.
This is probably about 5 years ago. I ended up being around a girl's clothes size 16 and around 12 stone. Yeah, I was pretty unhappy, unhealthy, unconfident, and just not myself.
How did that come about?
Geordie Shore was a huge factor. It's, for anyone who's not familiar with it, a reality TV show based on a group of people all living in one house, just partying and going wild. So we were going out like 4 or 5 nights a week, smashing the drink, like big sessions. And then the next day, when you're feeling hungover, guilt-ridden, full of shame, you want comfort food. So it was biscuits, chocolate, cakes, crisps, and my weight snowballed.
But you've got a choice to do these things. You didn't have to do it.
Oh, God, no.
Who's the real you, though? Is it the one that's here or the one that was in that show?
I don't think I'm either. I hated myself on Geordie Shore. I hated the person that I ended up becoming. And I've got no one to blame but myself. And I don't try and put blame on anyone else. You are under an awful lot of pressure to act a certain way, to constantly outdo the outrageousness that's happening around you. So say you drank 5 drinks and had an argument and kissed someone you shouldn't on a Tuesday in Series 1. By Series 2, on a Wednesday, you're going to be expected to have 10 drinks, have sex with someone, and have a huge argument and trash the house. It's an escalation.
Do you think they manipulated you?
I allowed myself to be caught up in something and become a version of myself that I wasn't proud of.
Are you ashamed of that part of your life, those shows?
I wasn't nice at times, and I wasn't proud of myself.
I know you disappointed yourself that you had sex on television.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I'm quite a prude, actually. I never slept around. I was never that girl. I think having sex with someone should be special and important and should only be when they respect you. And you wake up the next morning and they're still there and they still love you and they still think all the same things they thought the night before. But in the second series, I got into quite a volatile and toxic relationship. And I ended up sleeping with that person who at the time I was engaged to. It wasn't a one-night stand or anything. I was engaged to this person. Even then, I didn't feel comfortable with the situation. It didn't feel right. And my mum never really forgave us, I don't think. And she was very disappointed, quite rightly. But I've got no one to blame for that but myself. And it's probably one of the only regrets I've ever had.
You talked to her about it?
In the last couple of years, me and my mum have managed to rectify all of the gulf that Geordie Shore created between our relationship. I've grown up. I've matured. I've essentially become someone that I don't mind looking at in the mirror. I quite like who I'm grown into. And I think my mum does too.
I think that's a great way to end it. Thank you very much for talking to us.
A pleasure. Thank you.
Very brave Vicky to be so upfront and so vulnerable.
Yeah, we should say thank you to her for her honesty and